This is the EEG of a 43-year-old man after a left temporal lobectomy who was being evaluated for reoperation. The standout pattern here is the left temporal sharp waves and particularly the positive phase reversal at T3. This pattern is considered abnormal, and here's why. In routine clinical practice, spikes and sharp waves, collectively known as epileptiform discharges, are almost always surface negative. This negativity creates the typical negative phase reversal that we observe in a bipolar montage on an EEG. However, there are situations where we might encounter positive spikes, and these cases require special attention. Positive spikes are rarely encountered in a typical clinical setting, but they do appear in specific circumstances. One such situation is in patients who have undergone surgery that alters the cortical anatomy, such as those with cortical dysplasia. In these cases, the restructuring of the cortical surface can lead to positive polarity in the IEDs. In neonatal EEGs, positive IEGs are more commonly observed and often reflect periventricular injury. This type of injury is related to damage around the brain's ventricles, which are crucial for the circulation of the cerebrospinal fluid. As the brain develops, positive sharp waves tend to become rare, especially in adults, unless there are congenital brain malformations. To give you an example, in neonates with periventricular leukomalacia, a condition characterized by softening of white brain tissue near the ventricles, positive spikes may be seen frequently. However, as the child matures, these positive discharges typically disappear, reflecting the brain's development and the reduction of periventricular injuries impact. Post-surgical patients, particularly those with altered cortical anatomy, are another group where positive IEDs can be observed. In these patients, the changes in brain structure can lead to atypical presentation of IEDs. So while positive IEDs are rare in routine adult EEGs, their presence can provide crucial insights into specific neurological conditions such as post-surgical changes or neonatal brain injuries. Okay, that's a lot of information, so let's break it down in an easy to understand recap. Let's start with positive interictal epileptiform discharges. They are rare in routine clinical EEGs, typically surface negative. Post-surgical patients. Positive spikes seen in patients with altered cortical anatomy, such as cortical dysplasia. Neonatal EEGs. Positive IEDs reflecting periventricular injury. Common in neonates, but rare in adults unless congenital malformations are present. Developmental changes. Positive sharp waves diminish as the brain matures unless significant brain abnormalities persist. And that's it for today. Hey, I'll see you next Tuesday. And here's another video on EEG pattern recognition.
Hello, everybody. I'm David Rowe, the CEO of Corticare, the leading provider of EEG services to hospitals, outpatients, and clinical trials. I've got a very, very exciting announcement to share with you today. On Thursday, October 3rd, we will launch the Corticare podcast hosted by Gil Solano. Many of you know Gil as a longtime EEG technologist. You may know him from his 2-Minute Tuesday videos that have gained so much popularity, and as the former founder and COO of Arium EEG. Gil is now the Vice President of Multimedia for Corticare and will be hosting this very, very exciting and innovative podcast. The podcast will host a number of guests, including physicians, EEG technologists, key opinion leaders, authors, and the like, and can be found on all the usual platforms, including Apple iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, YouTube. So I invite you to join us on Thursday, October 3rd for episode 1 of the Corticare podcast. I'll see you soon.